Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday to you. I'm Weatherman Dustin Staples. Thanks so much for watching us here on your neighborhood network. We are always appreciative of your company as we're busy updating you on the news and weather. I want to give a big shout out today with my friends at the Spencer Pence Center. I had a great time talking to the kiddos today at the summer reading program. Had lots of questions asked, and one particular question kind of stood out to me, and I'm sure most of you are wondering this: why is the weather so crazy here lately? And I don't have a crystal ball in front of me to tell you what is coming up in the next several months ahead, or whatever may be in the distant future between now and the next year. But a lot of fluctuations and temperature swings are coming in a factor with this, and the data of the last several weeks has shown that heat waves are likely more, flash flooding particularly, that are impacting some of our third world countries across there. I know parts of Indonesia and India particularly have been hit hard with a lot of heavy rain, tropical typhoons that have impacted that region, part of the eastern part of the hemisphere there across the world. So we thankfully have yet to see those intense extremes, but we've seen some heat waves the last couple of weeks, you know that, and much of our winters, as you know, are becoming limited with snowfall for us. So again, about 20 years ago, we were averaging almost, about 5 to 7 snow winter events through the entire winter. It may not be continuously, but as you know, what happens is the last couple of years, we'll get one big snow that all comes in one lump sum, and then we don't get another one until maybe towards the end of the next month or so. As you know, we'll start out pretty warm for Christmas, and then towards January, February is when we usually see our snowy months. We don't usually see that much anymore now. So right now, scientists and that now research is showing that the Earth is warming. That is a promising thing that we're watching very closely. So a lot of I see Arctic ice is limiting now as most of you can go on. All right, enough of that. Off my soapbox about global warming and climate change. We can have a debate if you want to at some other time. But again, anyway, I got a big shout out to our friends there at the Spencer Pence Center. If you want to have me or Luis or anybody here at BTW talk to you, if you're doing summer camps or throughout the school year to come do some weather and news visits, let us know. Hit us up in the DMs, as the kids are saying now. So if you want to do that, head to facebook.com/BTW21. There's a message tab. You can also do that, or email the weather department at BTW21weather@outlook.com, or you can email Luis. It's the Luis Romero. That's LuisRomero @outlook.com. So we'll be happy to talk with you about news and weather. Let's get to the forecast. We're going to start changing the channel here because we have a lot of nice weather moving in tonight. Not much to complain about either. Temperatures are in the mid 70s and low to mid 60s for us this evening. So if you do have any evening activities, I know some of the kids today talking about heading the pool, and good pool weather for us. So maybe head out this evening and take advantage of a late night walk with your dog, or whenever you're doing your hike, take advantage of our area of recreational activities and trails. We've had to offer, as you know, we ran that story about the Dick and Willie Trail expanding its premises pretty soon. So that is exciting for that nature. Mid 60s, mid 50s to low 60s for all of us here. Tonight, with the mix of fair weather clouds developing late in the evening hours, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds for our Wednesday, getting back up in the near 90 degrees again, as I told you already earlier on. These short-lived cool days don't last forever, and those who like the winter and cooler temperatures, this is not for you. But those of you who are wanting our summer weather, it is here to stay. It looks like for the next several days and going into the next week as we begin the July 4th holiday weekend. Area-wide temperatures tomorrow, again, low to mid-80s for all of us as well. I should not have said near 90. That is not correct. We'll be near 90 on Thursday and Friday. So again, tomorrow, nothing to be complaining about, with a mix of sun and clouds. Let's get you all now to that important weekend forecast. As you know, that is the 4th of July, and unfortunately, things are looking right now. We may have Mother Nature's own fireworks display outside for us as well. So if you're having any cookouts or some gatherings or whatever you're going to be doing, and maybe heading to some of our area displays, heading across Patrick Franklin County, whatever you may be doing, whether you're heading out, maybe you're planning a visit to the Salem Fair outside of Roanoke. I know they do some things, but anyway, Saturday here is looking hot, typical summer day in the making, the mix of thunderstorms in the afternoon. We may see some sunny breaks here in between. It's going to be a little humid too, so that's also going up in the increase thanks to a southwest breeze that's moving in our area later on this weekend. Just keep that in mind. Sunday itself is looking pretty similar, but a little few degrees cooler. This has always been the trend. It seems to be for the last several weekends. We'll kind of have a first hot stat. Well, the last several weekends in a row, it's been pretty nice. Not much to complain about, but you probably have noticed we'll go from warm to cooling, or cool to warm. And this time we're going to go from warm to cooling off a few degrees thanks to those afternoon, daytime thunderstorms. So right now, some of the computer models are slowly beginning to pick up on this activity and moving in for both Saturday and Sunday. Now, I don't want you thinking it's a complete washout. That's not what I'm forecasting. It's just most likely we'll see some scattered to isolated thunderstorms moving in for our region for the next weekend, this upcoming holiday weekend. So right now, go ahead with your plans. Just do be aware we may see some pop and go thunderstorms for both Saturday and particularly on Sunday. Right now, the Monday holiday itself is also looking pretty similar to the weekend. We're going to remain warm, and then some isolated to scattered thunderstorms as well. So do one thing I want to keep reminding you, we've been hearing a lot of recent stories about lightning strikes particularly with people out on the water or on hiking trails. Do know when you hear thunder roar, head indoors, because you never know how powerful or how close a storm is. If you hear thunder within a couple of miles away, you need to get inside immediately. And again, I told you earlier this week, lightning, the temperature of lightning, if you get struck by it, I hope to goodness nobody yet has, it's 50,000 degrees. All right, I'm going to wrap things up here now. Enjoy your week, and we'll have more on the holiday forecast coming up in just a little bit later this week.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.